And we are live. Welcome, everybody, to episode 25 of T-Mobile's Tech Tuesdays. I'm your host, Desmond Smith, along with Susana Suarez. Hey, Susana.
Hi, everyone.
How is everybody doing today? Lots of comments already. Can you believe 25 episodes?
Yeah, we coasted right through them, honestly.
I'm telling you. And it's so funny because here we are talking about foldables today. And I think one of our very first episodes, if not the first, I didn't go back and look through today, was around kind of Samsung announcing this very device, right? Let's see. We've got Ryan was the very first one waiting. I see Dave is here. Evelyn's with us. Alexis is with us. Look at everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Yay.
Nice to see all of you guys. Desert Locust hype. Alexis says hello. Phone King calls dibs.
Dibs.
You get this handy dandy kickstand. No. So we are talking foldables today. We'll let a few more people jump in the room. If you're watching on the replay, thanks so much for watching later. Sorry we missed you live. We do this every single Tuesday that we can, unless something crazy happens or we just get overwhelmed and we've got a lot of other things going on. We talk T-Mobile devices. We talk tech tips. We answer your questions. Sometimes it's an AMA. Sometimes we have live unboxings here. Every Tuesday, we're here to hopefully answer your tech questions and make it just a little bit easier and a lot more fun. Today, we're talking foldables. And Susana, you know, we talked a little bit early about this, and you were saying, why foldables today? And I think it's probably a couple reasons. There's been lots of rumors. Lots of people are very excited. You know, they're getting interested. They're seeing things like that, which tells me that people are still super excited about foldables, but maybe don't know that the foldables that exist today are actually a little better priced. A little bit, we know a lot more about them for sure, and they're a little easier to kind of get to. Now, I'm going to talk about the monster guy down here, the Fold 2, but I know you are absolutely more of this flip and razor fan.
Yes,
so
I am.
I want you to jump in,
guys.
Right? So let's start with razor. I've got the razor right here. It's down below, and I'll kind of pan to the right a little bit. Let's see. People are asking about coverage. Well, that's one of the things we'll touch in a couple minutes. Let's see.
And people can't wait for next gen foldables, actually.
right. But the interesting thing is, so let's talk razor. Let's start with the razor.
Yes.
So this is Moto's, should we say, second gen razor. There was a razor before this one.
Yes, but if I'm not mistaken, I believe this was their first 5G device with us, right?
Yeah, 5G. And there were some changes to software and things like that. Quick run off all the specs. It has the 48 megapixel main camera, which is
this bad boy right here,
right? Which is also your selfie camera, right?
Yes.
So it works for both. Oh, what did you just do? So let's show everybody a quick tip. So if you
little pro tip.
Right, pro tip. So if you want to launch the camera on a Moto device, quick flip of the wrist and boom, you're in the camera mode. Now that one also probably does smile detect. I'm sure it does like a cheese.
And you can also swipe from the side. Mine is locked.
Let's see. Hold it up really close. Here, I'll do it. I'll do it with mine. Let's see.
Unlock.
So we got this guy, bringing him up.
So then here,
I don't think I've set anything up.
Swipe over, and you can see it. Say hi, everyone.
Right. So let's try. Nice.
We have a couple questions actually while you get that going. How are the foldables holding up after a few months?
Well, let's take a look. So probably best to get the screen to turn off, and then we can see how the seams are pretty much on the razor. Pretty much brand new.
Intact.
The razor, with the way it folds down into the hinge, and I keep turning the screen on. Sorry, guys. It does a great job of protecting that bending part. It actually kind of bows down in and then goes inside the hinge here. And so that screen's doing well. My Z Flip doing well. Don't have any real wear and tear on the hinge there. This guy, this beast, is playing a video, right? So you tell me if you can see anything there. I would
No,
say
I can't
really
see
well.
anything.
This one is by far and away the one that gets the most use at my house, just because I like that kind of tablet that turns into a phone in your pocket. But Razr and Flip are definitely, that's why we started with Razr, are definitely more of the small phone that turns into a nice large bar phone. So we were talking about Razr specs. So we talked about 48 megapixel main camera, right?
The screen.
20 megapixel front facing camera. So that's the interior one.
This little guy right here.
For your Google Duo calls.
There you go.
Nice. Okay. It's got the 6.2 inch screen. So it's kind of the smallest of the foldables, I think. But it has the largest exterior screen and more functionality on that. Well, sorry, in the clamshell model, shall we say, right? Yeah. So it has a large exterior screen, which you can do some triage like your messaging, music controls, things like that. And then Cole is asking what's our daily driver and if we had to choose. So my daily driver, Fold 2. Yours?
Honestly, I love both the Razr and the Flip 5G. Right now I'm using the Razr.
Okay.
But I love foldables. Des knows this. I love foldables like crazy. So
what do you think the benefit that you're getting out of a foldable is?
So honestly, my thing is I love how compact it is. It fits for me in my hand, and for example, my purse, my bag. It's easy for me. Also, I also love not fearing about the screen, if you get what I mean. So with like my Z Flip, yes, the outside can still technically break, but I feel like my screen is still pretty protected. So it's one of those things for me. I'm clumsy. I don't know about everybody else.
So it's funny you bring that up. I think one of the things with bar phones that has always been a challenge for me personally is I'm a pocket phone guy, so I cram it in my front pocket or my back pocket. There are things in those pockets that can very easily scratch the device, and we're not talking keys. A lot of people are like, "Oh, just put your keys in another pocket." It's more like rivets on jeans or the little, like we're getting into spring and summertime, right? People are going to be wearing shorts and they've got those little tiny metal rivets where like the water and stuff goes out of your
you don't
board
even realize it.
and those things just scratch the bejeebies out of these phones. So definitely the protection nature of it, kind of the retro chic, cool technology is cool. Now, when you get to the big guys, and this is why I'm showing off, this is a video that just keeps playing over and over again for you guys that are asking. So Cake Man says folding is awesome, but the tech needs a little bit more time. I would say some of the trade-offs that you can see or benefit trade-offs are with something like a Z Fold 2, you're looking at a massive screen for media. So playing games, watching movies. We're all going to be traveling here sooner or later, right? We'll be back to traveling. And the really nice thing with a Fold 2 is definitely you're more of a tablet, I think, a small tablet that folds in half and fits in your pocket. And so you can have the communication tools, but then you've got all this cool multitasking, kind of more almost businessy side. I don't know. Media consumption. It's quite interesting. Let's see. So we see Z Flip. Oh, so Cole said he watched Max Weinbach throw his Z Flip around and it's pretty well built.
It's solid. I have to agree.
Yeah. Now Cake Man says that there's cracks on his Z Flip crease from stretch marks. He dropped a quarter on the screen and killed a pixel. So that is probably a trade-off. The foldable screens, I do feel like you have to be a little bit more careful with them for that technology. And kind of one of our points is they can tend to be a little bit more expensive. Now, the cool thing about Razr 5G, recently I got an update. It is standalone 5G capable. So if you have T-Mobile standalone 5G network, we've won tons of awards now for our 5G network. The Razr is standalone 5G capable, and it's come down to $999. So it's $1,000, but
but it's great.
right?
Price drop.
My wife would say it's $1,000. It's $999.99.
Yeah,
But that's down from like 1,400, right? So
which is
it's
a
come
good
down
drop.
quite a
Yeah.
bit in price. They're getting regular updates. They're fantastic. So let's move off of Razr a little bit and see if we can answer some questions around Z Flip and cover our second clamshell. That guy just recently came down to $1199. 99, so 1,200 down from it was like almost 1,500 when it launched, right? Spendy. You've got Mystic Bronze there,
I do.
and Mystic Bronze is the color that's available right now. Now it's got dual cameras, right? So the Razr is a single. This is dual, so you've got your standard and you've got your ultra wide. And then inside you've got 10 megapixel front facing, right?
Yep.
Right. Cool.
Oh, sorry, my camera came on. But yeah, right through
there you go. And that's, a standard Infinity O type camera configuration. And it's got a little tiny kind of 1.1 inch cover notification display.
Our little bitty boy right here.
Yeah.
But it's honestly, it still works great for notifications. I can still read my messages. They kind of like pan across the screen so you can kind of see most of the message. You can also control your music and just see your basic information there.
Yeah. So it's I would say it's different. You're not answering text messages. You're not doing any input. It's a swipe gesture kind of only thing.
Yeah.
So it's preview, if you will. I see some more folks that join us.
Nice.
Charles Monroe is with us. Juan Carlos is with us. Hey. And then I see Cal is asking for a foldable with 4 to 6 speakers, Dolby Atmos, and 360-degree audio. All right. And Cal has quite a large budget for that phone, would be my guess. I think that's what we're starting to see, right? Is now that we're seeing entertainment being kind of the thing and media consumption, especially on the big guys. What can they do to improve sound quality? What can they do to improve? Like we've talked about it. I said the one thing I'd really like to do with a kind of a finer touch capability is do mobile editing, right?
Yeah.
Using Premiere Rush on that, not Premiere Pro. I don't think you'd sit there all day with Premiere Pro, but Premiere Rush, maybe with a little wireless mouse or something like that, could be super, super handy. Okay, so Z Flip, Qualcomm Snapdragon 865. The Razr was the 765G, so the kind of higher end gaming. Z Flip 5G is 865 plus. It's got a 3,300 milliamp hour battery, so a little bit bigger. Remind me the refresh rate on that one.
Ooh, good question.
Off the top of your head.
I'll get back to you on that one.
Okay. I know that Fold 2 is up to 120 hertz. It's the adaptive, right? So it can move back and forth. Coach says 60. So I'm going to go with Coach. Coach knows.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. I think that on your Flip 2, the 5G version, you're still in that 60 hertz range, which makes perfect sense. So somebody else at 120. Let's check. I'm going to go in
double check.
and confirm it right now. I think it's only 60. That's the only one I'm not as familiar with. Nope, it's 60.
60 feels right. I feel like from how I've been using it.
Coach and Ezekiel are correct. How long does the Fold 2 battery last using 5G? So great question. I'm kind of on the edge of coverage for 5G. So actually mine's a fairly decent use case. I get a day and a half. And I say that kind of hesitantly just because I think with the day and a half, really it's, use it for a day and then you go to sleep and the phone goes to sleep. So then you wake up the next morning and you've got a few hours of use left. I don't open it all the time. It's open it to do something specific. Otherwise I'm on the exterior screen more of the time.
Does the Z Fold 2 run on Samsung One UI?
It should. Yeah.
Yes.
It should. In fact, I have updates pending on both of them. So I didn't take it because I didn't want to get into it. So Phone King is saying yes. So that's an agree. Yeah. And so Phone King is, I love it. Phone King's just in there confirming everything for us. I love it. Phone King says they get about a day and a half on their Fold 2.
Any
Now Janice Wolf
rumors?
Hubbard says rumors on Razr. Great question. Great question. So because it's a T-Mobile channel, we are not talking about rumors and speculation, but we saw lots of rumors and speculation out there, and we realized how interested you guys still were in these devices. And so we brought them back. I think that's the other challenge, right? These came out, I know I probably said it earlier, they came out right at kind of the beginning of COVID, and everybody kind of stopped shopping for phones and went in the house. And then you had like Fan Edition came along, and Fan Edition was reasonably priced and a good little upgrade if you were sitting on an old phone. Specifically with Motorola, we've got the 5G Ace, right? So we've had some value priced models from these companies come in, and then S21s came in, and everybody got crazy excited about phones again. And we thought, let's go back and revisit some foldables, since there seems to be some scuttlebutt out here about that for sure. So let's see. I've got Matthew says he's loving the Samsung Galaxy Fold. Anthony says he likes the option to multitask and run multiple windows on the Z Fold 2. Absolutely, absolutely. Coach, making me sad. LG rollable phone. Cool.
Oh, R.I.P.
Coach,
LG.
LG rollable. Rest in peace, LG. Oh, I wonder
The
if
wing, I actually really love the wing. That was probably one of the coolest phones. Yeah.
I've got a wing right behind me. Yeah, he's laughing. He's laughing.
It's
it
not
is
foldable, but it's innovative.
It's in that ballpark. Well, and the other thing that we're not
yeah.
talking about today that maybe we'll save for a future Tech Tuesdays is dual screen phones, right?
Yeah.
So there, Microsoft Duo made kind of a big splash, and then people got concerned that maybe the processor was too old or the camera wasn't up to snuff. But the hardware, I saw one in real life when I was on vacation for the first time out in the wild. Hardware is stunning. I could not believe how beautiful that device was. And it's not a foldable. It's a little different. It's two screens, right? And they can go all the way. It's hard to do with the camera.
Front and
go
back.
all the way around, right? And coach is mentioning TCL's making one now too. Coach loved. Did you get rid of it, Coach? So that's a question. Surface Duo, he loved it. Debbie, why is LG stopped making phones? I couldn't tell you. I'm not the business owner for LG. They found that it was no longer profitable for them. So let's round out the specs. You and I were talking about this. 8 gigs of RAM on a Z Flip 5G, 256 gigs of storage, and then let's move up to the big monster guy, Z Fold 2 5G, right? And now we're talking about 12 gigs of RAM and
powerful device.
256 gigs of storage, 120 hertz refresh rate. Now that is the kind of, it's not fixed all the time. It's variable, which is interesting. Triple cameras on the back. The Fold 2 was the hole punch design on the internal front-facing camera. And, it's pretty interesting. Rumors say that maybe we won't have a camera inside, or we'll have a different kind of camera inside. Who knows? I can't wait to see. I feel like that's usually in the late August, September timeframe. We see that
right around.
I was gonna say I'd have to go look historically to see, but I feel like it's an end of summer, early fall kind of time frame. We'll be looking forward to that. So now I see Coach talking about Samsung Dex, and Coach, it's great to have you. We're gonna have Coach,
he's putting out a lot of great
Coach on next time. He's been doing a lot of investing discussions on his channel, so we'll bring him back to have him talk about phones a little bit more. Z Fold 2 is Samsung Dex. Great with 12 gigs of RAM. So if you guys aren't familiar with Dex, basically your phone becomes the chassis for a computer. You can plug it into a monitor. I'm motioning to a large television screen right behind me that you guys can't quite see, but there's a TV right over there. It could go into that, a wireless mouse and keyboard, and it becomes essentially a little portable computer, and it's fantastic. Fantastic. What else should we talk about? 4,500 milliamp hour battery.
Oh, I said promos just because.
Promos. Let me get the rest of the specs out of the way. And Qualcomm Snapdragon 865 Plus. So promos. So The Fold 2, when it was new, was $1,999.99. It's come down to $1,799.99, so a couple $100 off. So it's coming down in that more affordable price range. The technology is expensive, but there's so much you can do with it, and that's part of the fun of foldables, right? If you're on that kind of leading edge, bleeding edge, those devices. You guys maybe remember the Note Edge, right? And then we had right after we had Note Edge, then we had Galaxy S7, I think came after Note Edge, and both sides were curved. And then we had lots and lots of curved screen devices, and then we realized we couldn't put screen protectors on them. And I feel like we're moving back to flat screens. My iPhone's flat, the S21's flat screen. So it's tons of fun. But promos. So this one's a tricky one, and I always want to preface this by please go to the T-Mobile.com site. In fact, I'm going to put the T-Mobile deals page for Samsung right here. Actually, let me make it not scroll. Hold on real quick. There you go. And then we can just put it right up there. Okay, perfect. So want the Samsung deals? You can go check out all the details right here. It's an $800 off add-a-line with a BOGO. It's buy one, get one for buy one, get one for up to $800. It's like $799.99 with an add-a-line. So you would have to add a line, then you purchase one, and then you get credit for another one, 24 monthly bill credits. Go down below to see the deals on the Samsung devices. That's true for both the Fold 2 and Z Flip?
Yes. Both.
Yes. I know you researched this a little bit before we started, right? And then Razr is it's like $400 off what it used to be. So that is the deal for the Razr. Let me show you where you can go see all of our Moto devices, including 5G Ace. G Play is probably up there, right? And of course, the Razrs are up there. So very cool. We'll leave that up for a few seconds so you can see that. And what other questions
they asked,
Susanna?
Is iPhone going to have a flip device?
Great question.
Apple, I should say.
Someone give Tim a ring and then jump on here next week and let Susanna and I know, please. I feel like Coach could do it. I feel like Phone King should go chase down Tim and get that answer for us. Please, please, please. Absolutely. Let me see. Some people want more expandable storage. They're wondering what's going to happen after their Note 20 Ultra stops receiving updates. You know what I saw today? Galaxy S8, I believe today was the end of the line for the 8. We are on 21. So 8, 9, so 9, 10, 20. That's 5 generations of phones back now.
Whoa.
That was the Shark unboxing. We did Sharks. That was one of the very first phones that shot video in 4K. That was so much fun. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Well, do we have any other questions? Let's see if we can answer anything else. We've been
Coach said he'll call Tim tomorrow.
Perfect. Please be sure to give us some investment tips. Other Samsung models needs eSIM updates. Working on it. Yep. Very cool. True. Let's see. Anything else? It's so funny. We are playing shout out to our friends over at Gameloft for the Asphalt. Always coming in clutch with Asphalt footage and letting us show demos. Doge to the moon. Too funny. But yeah, Gameloft, Asphalt. That is what's playing down there. I saw that as a question. And we'll keep it going. Awesome. I think this is a perfect place to wrap up. Debbie says she loves our service. We're the best. I'm going to go out on a high note. I feel like George Costanza right there. Going out on a high note. Thank you, Debbie. We appreciate it. Always a pleasure. It's been a couple of weeks since we've been live. Next week, I think we've got something pretty fun. We can't say anything just yet. But join us next Tuesday, 5 o'clock. If you're not a subscriber to the channel, please subscribe below. Give us a thumbs up. And drop questions in the comments. We go back and read every single one. Good comments and bad comments. We always want to know how to make it better and how to help answer your questions. And, always, if you need a how-to, let us know. We've got tons of how-to videos on the T-Mobile YouTube page, and we're always looking for more. Thanks, you guys. Thanks, Augusto, Austin, Coach, Desert Locust, Jalix. Oh my gosh. Itzy, Phone King, Angela's with us, Debbie. Thanks to all you guys. We appreciate it so much.
Thanks,
Have a good night.
everyone.
We'll talk to you soon.
Bye.
Take care.